Here's a hamstring stretch with a rubber band. Get a thick rubber band, tie it onto some structure that's not going to move on you, okay? And tie it up about hip height, all right? Doesn't really matter exactly, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, whatever works for you, okay? Then stick your leg through. You're going to bring the band pretty high up, as high as you can. And then the first part is stepping away from the anchor point until you feel a pretty good pull. And I like to gauge it by the fact that if I can kind of lean forward and the band holds me up, like what you can see right here, that's pretty good. If I was to fall forward, I need to get forward a little more and stretch it out. So you can kind of gauge it by that, okay? Put your feet fairly straight and hip width apart, give or take. Doesn't have to be perfect, but right about there. And then the first part of the stretch is basically going down. And if you can reach the ground, just put your hands on the ground. If you can't reach the ground, it makes a good amount of sense here to grab a bench or grab something like that that basically sits off the ground that you can reach easier, okay? But since I can touch the ground here, I'm going to show it to you that way. All right, so hands down. First part of the movement is going back and forth just like this, okay? When you come back, you're going to feel more hamstring stretch. When you go forward, you probably feel more calf stretch. So you can go back and forth, and you can hang out eventually in whichever part you like the best, or you can hang out a little bit in both ends, okay? So if you want to stretch your calves out more, you can hang out here. If you want to stretch your hamstrings out more, you go back more. So you can play with it. And then the second part of the movement will be going to the side. So you're actually going to take your body off center to the side that's strapped in. So in this case, I'm strapped in with my left leg. I'm going to move my body to the left, come back to the center, and move to the left again. Just go back and forth like that. And you can do this while you're more bent over in this position, okay? Or you can strengthen out or lengthen out, I guess. I'm not sure what this is. But in essence, you walk forward with your hands a little bit and then go out to the side, come back to the center, and so on. All right? One of the things you want to pay attention to is that when you go out to the side, that you drop this hip a little bit. So if you look at the hips, if I do this, my right hip is dropping, and here it's coming up, right? You have that kind of movement. So when you move out to the left, that right hip should be dropping a little bit. And in order to facilitate that, you can bend your right leg. Okay, so you go down like this, come back to the center. Okay, give it a try.